case he gets this last game in the 3+1, he can cut the lead down to 1 point heading into Bullet and Danya. That was insane precision. He found every single move that liquidated, that kept the advantage, and let him win the game.
This is the Magnus that we know, and I'm not implying that this is normal in some way, or yeah, well, of course we're seeing this. Magnus is the only person in the universe who can win an endgame like this with 5 seconds. And he has been winning endgames like this throughout the whole SCC, and they're repeating this again?
Yeah, Hikaru keeps going back to this line, which seems to be more or less a forced draw. I mean, Magnus has never been in any trouble, but look at the clock situation. 3 minutes to change for Hikaru, 3 minutes to change on the match clock. So if Hikaru does nothing, this will be the last game of the 3+1, and he will retain 2 point lead.
And he went for this at the start of the 3-minute portion. I didn't like it. He goes for this now. I do like it because a 2-point lead is still significant for Hikaru going into the Bullet, and clearly he's found an improvement during the break. A4 rather than what he was doing previously, which is to prepare C4. What do you make of this?
Well, I think at least gives us something new to talk about, but I don't think that there's much going on. Now, you have to be very careful with your plot. It's A6, B5, A6, B5, Rook A6 is a huge threat because you're removing the defender of the knight on E5, and the geometry is such you can lose all your pieces as black the C6 pawn falls. So Magnus has to be careful, and Hikaru just switching a little something.
And a professional approach by Magnus. He takes as long as it takes to find what was the only move to maintain the balance. I checked, and now you are just in time. AB, Rook A6, the Rook captures on E2, but more importantly, it forces the bishop off of this diagonal. Hikaru basically has to bail out with bishop takes D5 check. This game, I'm quite confident is going to end in a draw. Just look at Magnus' body language. He feels satisfied and confident. He seems as engaged as he's been all match.
Or, yeah, no, it really is, and if you're taking any unnecessary risk, I know you're probably displeased that you had a 4-point lead, now it's down to 2, and you're playing Magnus Carlsen, who can beat anybody at any time. Right? Once he turns on the jets, you may never look back. But if you're Hikaru, something he's going to spend a lot of time, probably going to simplify, make the draw, and go to Bullet.
Both players have to take a breath. As experienced as they are, there's going to be a lot of jitters to go around in the Bullet segment. He does take B5. How exactly do you bail out without losing a pawn here? Because Rook takes B2, Robert. And after Rook B3, don't go Rook D3 and allow B4. Move your king or move your F1. This is a draw.
Dead draw. Rook takes B5. We just have king, Rook, and 2. Because king, Rook, and 2. There's 1 minute remaining in this time control.
Yeah.
But there's no way Hikaru is going to let another game be played.
It would be absurd to not milk the rest of this clock down, given how Magnus has played with the white pieces. And avoid a repetition if you're Hikaru, or get a repetition going, do what he's done previously, which is to sit and then repeat for the 3rd time once his clock is down.
Oh, I thought
that's what you were going to do.
I thought you were saying do what he did previously and win a rook. Get like he did against the Elsar.
We had almost this exact structure. He was on the black side of it in D-Hall, got himself skewered. I will never forget that moment from that match.
Wow, we are going to have a